I'm joined here with Tristen Naidoo ahead of his fight on the 26th of April in Cabo in Cape Town. How are you feeling ahead of your fight?
I'm very excited, Aiden. Very excited to be going to Cape Town. Very excited for a new fan base, a new crowd completely. Yeah.
And let's speak about your career so far. As obviously you're coming off a good win in your last one, a stoppage win. Are you expecting to continue the stoppage streak?
Listen, if it comes, it comes. We have myself and Coach G have a plan for the fight, and we're going to work towards that. If it happens to come, it comes. I'm not saying that I'm not going to try for it, but that's not my only plan this time around.
How does a boxer like yourself end up fighting on the Cape Town card?
So, listen, I think building myself as a brand and my social media has a big part to play in it. You know what, at the end of the day, the demand you create for yourself is what promoters want to see. And if people want to watch you fight, people are going to want to have you on shows. And that's what I'm going to try and solidify.
All right, and for you, I noticed that a lot of your wins do come by way of stoppage. That's why I mentioned earlier if you wanted to continue the streak. How do you approach your camp now that you're with Coach G for a while now?
I won't lie to you. Camp is very tough. Camp is like hell, I can't wait to get out of this place. But one thing I can say, it makes my body very strong, makes my mind very strong. We go there with an outcome that we're going to get regardless, right? And I don't look at fights now in terms of just winning the fight, but also where I want to get into my career. So this is just one more step in terms of that, and that's how I know, okay, I have to tick it off the list, and then we keep moving from there.
I see you've been pumping the social media though on your side. I just want to find out from a fan's perspective, have you been like fully focused in camp?
Yeah, no, 100%. Listen, social media and creating a hype for yourself, it's just as much a part of our job as the training.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people get confused with that. As they say, think training, you must train 100%, 100%. If you don't sell any tickets and you don't sell the fight, you won't fight for another 4 months maybe. So it's just as much as a part of us as training is.
And do you feel like you want to establish a even better relationship down there in Cape Town and build your brand there as well?
No, definitely. So I want to build and grow my audience in SA, definitely. I already have a lot of fans in Cape Town, and this is the first time they'll be able to actually see me live. So I'm very excited to put on a show. I need to put on a show so that they entertain.
Let's talk about your life in boxing so far. How would you assess your career?
I think, listen, my career has been very much like a life journey. Made some mistakes, had some hard times, a lot of learning, a lot of experiences, good and bad. I'm just grateful to be in the right place now with Coach G, with Kane, with good people all around me. The guys at Hotbox, the guys at Apex, all good sparring partners. Everyone pushing me to go forward, and I'm happy to get there.
A key point of this training camp, which I see you've enlisted this, obviously sparring Lorato Lightsaat Glamini, was world class.
Yeah.
How's that been going?
Listen, it was very tough. What I can say is that I've definitely improved from the first time I've sparred him. The fact that Lorato actually considers me as one of his sparring partners means I give him good enough work, and it also pushes me to want to work harder so I can give him better work. Learning a lot from him in a short space of time, so I'm very grateful for this kind of work. Yeah.
You spent time with Kane Free, or you do as teammates, in the last camp, and this camp a lot with Lorato Glamini.
Yeah.
What sort of things have you learned from him that maybe you didn't learn from someone else?
I think a lot of things I've learned from Lorato is a full game plan, especially movement, feinting, a lot of small things that you miss out on, but very high level fighters know about it. So it brought a lot of balance to my game, if I can say that. Yeah.
And do you feel like you're in a good place now in your career?
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm optimistic about it. I'm still very much under pressure. I put myself under pressure as well because we have to achieve now, and I want to achieve now. Coach G also has some expectations of me, so I need to meet those. I don't want him to have taken a chance on me for nothing either. So I'm gonna try and get there.
It seems like so far so good. Between you guys. You guys have been. So it's only one fight in, but this is the second fight now.
Yeah.
Do you feel yourself having to prove more to yourself now that you want to get better?
I think so, definitely. You know what? Coach G puts a lot of effort in on his side with me. The least I can do is return the same amount of effort so we can get to where we want to go. Because I know he wants to see me with a belt around my waist, and I also want to see myself with some achievements as a South African boxer.
Let's talk about belts now that you brought it up. What sort of belts are you aiming for, at least for this early part of your career?
Myself and Coach G, we want that SA title. And I want to be one of the first Indians to win the SA title. As it stands, I can't remember of another one, or I wasn't around when another one did win an SA title. So I want to be somebody who's known as an Indian boxer to have held an SA title.
I have to double check. I think there was one Indian boxer that won the SA Bantamweight Championship. I just have to double confirm that, so don't quote me on that.
Okay, cool.
I'll send you it later on, though.
Yeah.
But Tristen, you're forging your own sort of history here as well. I mean, you've got to represent your family and everyone else that's out there. Who inspires you in the game?
Inspires me like
Maybe outside of boxing.
Listen, my dad inspired me a lot, and I try to learn best from his mistakes and try and make something of myself, something good of myself. You know, I don't want everything I've worked for to go to waste, so I'm trying to create something positive from boxing, from my social media, also for the next generation of athletes to follow, because I had a bit of a rough start to my career, not a lot of support, not a lot of experience. So I also want to show other people that it is possible. You know, no matter the circumstances, you can make something of yourself. Even when you have a few losses in the beginning, you can still make something of yourself.
Oh, what's your message for your opponent before you step in the ring with him?
I hope he's prepared well. I hope that he's going to bring his A game, because I'm going to bring a tough fight to you, a very tough fight.
All right, and obviously you're going to go down to Cape Town 26th of April. When do you get there?
We get there on the 25th for the weigh-in.
Okay, so on the morning of the weigh-in.
Yeah.
All right, so and obviously that's when it gets all serious again, going with your Coach G, just the two of you?
Yeah, just the two of us.
Yeah, okay, so that's going to be a nice one and an experience, bring you back, and all the best for your fights. Lastly, do you want to give any thank yous, any shout-outs?
Yeah, I'd like to give a thank you and shout-out to all my sponsors that have helped me with this camp. So Grid Protection, my official sponsor, Don Bravo, has been with me since the beginning of my career and stood by me. You know, Tyre Mart in Edenvale, the 357, all these guys have helped me throughout camp. And there's even a place in Cape Town, Eden Lounge, that sponsored me for this fight. So very happy to bring everyone on board and mention them, because I wouldn't be able to do this without them.